When the sun sets on the Strip, the lights come on and the glitter sparkles. There's a darker story that emerges. Welcome to the dark side of Las Vegas hospitality.
To safeguard privacy, no specific individuals, companies, or organizations will be mentioned or named. Those responsible know who they are, and you are now officially on notice. And to those who stand by and do nothing, consider this as your wake-up call. To everyone else, it is strongly encouraged that you refuse to engage in harmful behavior towards others. Don't blackball, don't spread rumors, and above all, don't be a part of the problem.
Welcome to another episode of The Dark Side of, a podcast that shines a light on the darkest areas of specific industries. In our last episode, we covered the dark side of Las Vegas property management, where we highlighted the toxic culture within this competitive industry. A few listeners reached out, sharing that we barely scratched the surface of issues like fake kindness, hurtful rumors, malicious backstabbing, sexual harassment, and retaliation. We appreciate these shared experiences. For episode 2, we delve into the dark side of hospitality in Las Vegas. In Las Vegas, guest perception is the #1 priority. This focus has driven the city's success, but also fostered a culture where employees, particularly those in lower wage positions like bartenders, food servers, porters, and other skilled and unskilled workers, are often treated as expendable. This issue isn't confined to the Strip. It affects hospitality workers throughout the city in establishments big and small. While many resorts, hotels, casinos, restaurants, and other venues operate ethically, some believe that a toxic culture is necessary for success. Much like in property management, discrimination based on appearance, ageism, superficiality, and preferential treatment is common. Many want to speak up but fear retaliation, with the high turnover rate reinforcing this culture. Speak out, and you risk losing your job. Even for those in union-protected roles, protection only goes so far. Many hospitality jobs, especially in smaller establishments, aren't unionized, leaving workers vulnerable without collective bargaining power. Success in the Las Vegas hospitality industry is often measured in dollars. How much revenue a property can generate and how many guests it can attract. But this relentless pursuit of profit comes at a human cost. Employees are overworked, underpaid, and held to unrealistic standards. One worker shared, "I loved my job at first, the energy, the excitement. But after a while, it started to wear me down. The constant pressure to meet targets, to keep guests happy, to always be on. It got to the point where I dreaded going to work. I started having panic attacks, but I couldn't afford to take time off. Eventually, I just broke down." This quote doesn't fully capture the hurt, pain, or frustration in their voice during the interview. Burnout is rampant, yet rarely acknowledged. Workers often turn to unhealthy coping mechanisms, alcohol, drugs, or simply shutting down emotionally, to survive in this high-stakes environment. Discrimination during the hiring process is also prevalent. Candidates are often called into cattle call interviews, which some of the largest organizations refer to as culture interviews. These sessions evaluate candidates more on looks and youth than on experience and qualifications, further perpetuating a superficial culture that values appearance over substance. While the lights of Las Vegas shine bright, the stories of those who keep the city running remain in the shadows. The hospitality industry in Las Vegas is a well-oiled machine, but it's powered by people who are often pushed to the brink. The toll this takes, on their health, their well-being, and their lives, is hidden behind the city's glamorous facade. We consulted a mental health expert who highlighted the risks. The level of stress that hospitality workers in Las Vegas deal with is staggering. Many of them are dealing with depression, anxiety, and PTSD, but they're afraid to seek help because they don't want to be seen as weak or unable to handle the job. It's a vicious cycle, and it's taking a serious toll on the workforce. This statement underscores the stress and damage faced by these individuals. As we delve deeper into the dark side of hospitality in Las Vegas, we'll hear more stories from those who've lived it. Stories of struggle, resilience, and the fight for a better, fairer industry. This is not just a story about Las Vegas. It's a story about the cost of success in an industry that demands perfection at any price. Thank you for joining us on this journey behind the neon lights of Las Vegas. In the next episode, we'll explore the systemic issues that perpetuate these toxic conditions and what can be done to create change. The dark side of hospitality is not just a Vegas issue, it's a reflection of challenges faced by workers across the industry. Stay tuned as we continue to shine a light on these important stories. This is The Dark Side of, a podcast that turns the lights on in dark places. In our next episode, we will explore the dark side of multi-level marketing, an industry where the consumer and the supposed business owner is actually the customer themselves. Until next time, take care, and remember, what happens behind the scenes is just as important as what happens on the strip. And as always, take care of yourselves and each other.
If you or someone you know is experiencing abuse, harassment, blackballing, bullying, or slander, help is available. Remember, you have 180 days to file a claim with the Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, EEOC. Legal options are at your disposal, and more information can be found at www.eeoc.gov. For residents of Nevada, contact the Nevada Equal Rights Commission, NERC, at 702-486-7161 in Las Vegas or 775-823-6690 in Northern Nevada. Additionally, be aware that the statute of limitations for slander in Nevada is 2 years from the date of the defamatory statement under Nevada Revised Statutes, NRS 11.190-4. Say, blackballing, while not directly addressed under Nevada law, may involve claims of defamation, tortious interference, or other related legal actions, which also typically fall under the 2-year statute of limitations. Importantly, if the abusive behavior is pervasive and ongoing, the continuing violation doctrine may apply, potentially extending the time you have to file a claim. This means that if the harassment or defamation is part of a continuing pattern, your claim might still be valid even if the initial incident occurred outside the standard statute of limitations. Don't wait, your well-being and rights are paramount. Seek assistance today.